Ciao, I'm Luca.
And I'm Grace.
Let's learn Italian. So, Grace, last week I had the worst bistecca, the steak, at a trattoria in Florence. Burned on the outside, crudo, raw, on the inside, a disaster.
Oh no, what did you do?
Well, I had to fare in reclamo, make a complaint. And today you're going to learn how to handle this situation in Italian. Because trust me, if you travel to Italy, at some point you'll need these words.
Okay, I'm a little nervous. I don't like complaining.
Lo so, I know. But in Italy, it's actually normal. If qualcosa non va, something is wrong. You speak up. The chef wants to fix it. Allora. So, let me tell you what happened. I called the cameriere, the waiter, and I said, "Scusi, c'è un problema."
Scusi, that's excuse me, right?
Esatto, exactly. Scusi is how you get attention politely. Then I pointed at my bistecca and said, "Questa carne è troppo cruda. This meat is too raw." Cruda, raw.
Cruda, raw. So if something is not cooked enough, it's crudo or cruda.
Perfetto. Crudo for masculine, cruda for feminine. Like la carne è cruda, the meat is raw. But if I had ordered pesce, fish, I would say, "Il pesce è crudo."
Got it. So what did the waiter say?
He said, "Mi dispiace tanto." I'm so sorry. Mi dispiace. I'm sorry. This is a key phrase. If you want to apologize, you say mi dispiace.
Mi dispiace. I'm sorry. Okay, did he fix it?
Sì. He took my plate and said, "Glielo cambio subito. I'll change it right away." Cambiare, to change. Subito, right away.
Subito. Immediately. I've heard that word before.
Brava. Now here's the cultural thing that surprised me. When he brought the new bistecca, he also brought me un dolce, a dessert, gratis, free, no charge.
Wait, really? Just for complaining?
Yes, in Italy, if you make a polite reclamo, complaint, the restaurant often gives you something extra to make up for it. It's part of the cultura dell'ospitalità, the culture of hospitality. They want you to leave happy.
That's so different from America. We're taught not to complain.
Esatto. But here, silence means everything is okay. If qualcosa non va, something is wrong. You must speak. Altrimenti, otherwise, they think you're satisfied.
Ok, so... Scusi, c'è un problema, mi dispiace cambiare subito. I think I got those.
Benissimo. Now, let me teach you two more important words. If the food is cold, you say, "Questo piatto è freddo." Freddo, cold.
Freddo. Cold. Like the soup is cold.
Sì, la zuppa è fredda. Remember, freddo for masculine, fredda for feminine. And if something tastes bad, veramente brutto, you can say, "Questo ha un sapore strano." Sapore, taste, strano, strange.
Sapore strano? Strange taste. Okay, I'm ready to try this.
Perfetto. Allora, so, imagine you're at a ristorante here in Rome. You ordered spaghetti alle vongole, spaghetti with clams. But when it arrives, it's freddo, cold. What do?
Okay, scusi.
Sì, dimmi. Yes, tell me.
C'è un problema. Questo piatto
Sì?
è freddo. The pasta is cold.
Ah, mi dispiace tanto, signora. Glielo cambio subito. Va bene?
Sì, grazie. Wait, was that good?
Perfetto. You said it clearly. Now let's try again. This time the pasta arrives and it has a strange taste. Something is off.
Ok, scusi.
Dimmi, signora.
Questo ha un sapore strano.
Strano? In che senso? In what way?
Non è... How do I say not fresh?
Non è fresco. Not fresh. Fresco, fresh. Good instinct. Try again.
Questo non è fresco. Il sapore è brutto.
Oh no, mi dispiace moltissimo. Let me take this back. Glielo cambio subito e le offro un caffè. Gratis. Va bene?
Grazie mille.
Brava, Grace. See? You handled that perfectly. Now here's something that surprised me the first time I complained in Italy. The waiter wasn't offended at all. He actually thanked me.
He thanked you?
Sì, he said, "Grazie per avermelo detto. Thank you for telling me." Because in Italian culture, a reclamo is a gift. It gives the restaurant a chance to fare meglio, to do better.
Wow, that makes me feel better about complaining.
Esatto. Now let's review. If something is raw, you say,
Questo è crudo, or cruda.
"Perfetto." And if you want to say I'm sorry?
Mi dispiace.
Brava. And if the waiter says "Glielo cambio subito," what does that mean?
I'll change it. Subito means right away.
Esattamente. Now, imagine you're at a pizzeria. Your pizza has a sapore strano, a strange taste. You think the mozzarella non è fresca, isn't fresh. How would you say that?
Scusi, questa pizza ha un sapore strano. La mozzarella non è fresca.
Perfetto. You said it like a local. And if the pizza is also fredda, cold, you can add. E anche è fredda.
E anche è fredda. And also it's cold. Got it.
Brava! One more thing. If you want to be extra polite, you can start with non voglio fare problemi, ma I don't want to make problems, but
Oh, that's good. Non voglio fare problemi, ma questo piatto è freddo.
perfetto. You sound like an Italian now. Remember, making a reclamo in Italy is not rude. It's honest. The chef wants to know. The waiter wants to fix it. And you'll probably get un dolce gratis, a free dessert.
I love that. Okay, I feel ready now.
Brava, Grace. So here's a little tip for practicing. Next time you're at home and something is wrong, maybe your coffee is freddo or your toast is troppo crudo. Practice saying it in Italian, out loud. It builds confidence.
That's a good idea. I'll try that.
Perfetto. And remember, these words work everywhere, not just restaurants. If your hotel room is fredda, cold, or if something non va isn't right, you can use the same phrases.
That's so useful. Grazie, Luca.
Prego. Now, speaking of things that non vano aren't right, next time we're going to talk about dreams and ambitions. Because I'm going to tell you about the dream I had as a kid that everyone thought was impossibile. Impossible. And Grace, you're going to learn how to talk about your own sogni, your dreams. Trust me, you'll need this for conversations with Italians. They love asking, quali sono I tuoi sogni?
I can't wait. See you next time.
Ciao Grace, a presto.
Ottimo lavoro oggi. You did a great job today.
That was so fun. I can already feel it clicking.
If you want to keep building on what we learned, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a lesson.
And hit that like button if you learned something new today. It really helps us out.
We'd also love to hear from you. Leave a comment with your favorite Italian word from this episode.
Or a word you want us to teach next time.
Grazie mille for listening.
See you in the next episode.
Ci vediamo. Ciao.